frozen pizza. Look at the price. This is crazy. Don't be jelly if you live in another part of the States, because you're not going to find it for that price. It's like $12 at the other grocery store in town, so I had to drive out here to get it. All right, folks, here we are with the goat. Home run in pizza. Already cracked it open, almost forgot to film. It says all natural, made from scratch. I really like this pizza. Forgive my counter, I'm doing some cleaning, but while this pizza cooks, I'm going to be cleaning. But anyway, I fell in love with this pizza like years ago. I think it was maybe before the pandemic. Like Sprouts used to have them on sale or something. It says sausage. Not a big fan of sausage on pizza, but it has uncured pepperoni, uncured bacon. And I try not to eat those often, but here we are. It's falling out of the box. It's so excited to be cooked. Cooking on 450. Obviously, it's unhealthy, so I don't really look at that. I just like this pizza. Honestly, it looks already cooked. So, like, it's interesting. So it's like I'm reheating the pizza because, like, the cheese is already melted. You can see the pepperoni and the sausage and the bacon in here, but I'm going to go ahead and unwrap it. First of all, honestly, I don't know how this is going to go. I probably haven't had this pizza in about 3 years. All right, folks, so here is the cooked product. I cooked this for about 16 minutes, and it looks good. But you can see the sausage here, the pepperoni here, the bacon here. So you know everything is here. So I'm going to let this sit for about 4 minutes, and I'm going to cut and give my review. And no, I'm not throwing away this pan. This is aluminum. I don't use scrubby things on it. I need to soak it because it is aluminum. I don't want pieces coming off, and I don't want to ingest too much aluminum. But, yeah. Okay, and I have to say that the undercarriage is crispy on this pizza. So it's ready to break in half, and this part is solid, so you can hold the pizza by the end, and it's going to hold up very well. I'm very, very excited for this. I set the timer on 15 minutes, and I wonder if I shouldn't have gotten up right when it went off, just to kind of save. Some of this is crispier than I'd like, but anyway. All right, folks, I'm in the comfort of home, and this is the moment of truth. So I have the pizza here, and I kind of wish that I had a like a pizza pan, the one with the holes on the bottom, because it lets the crust kind of air out a little bit and not get soggy while it sits on the plate. But let's go ahead and jump in. This is what the slice looks like. It's hot. The cheese is melty. So that's pretty good. So the pizza is still hot, but I will say it tastes like I remember. The crust is like, it's kind of like a buttery, semi-stiff crust. It's kind of like almost a thinner consistency, which I do like on this pizza. But it holds up. The sauce on this pizza is tangy. It's not really sweet at all. And I don't taste really garlic in it. I'm sure it has garlic, but there's not a notable smell or a large contingent of garlic in the sauce. So I've done Uno's and I've done Motor City Inn. And I will say this pizza tastes cleaner than the other two. But with that being said, I need to be fair. This pizza sauce tastes a little bit basic. And that may be because they didn't add a ton of ingredients to it. You know, they're trying to keep it simple. But the sausage tastes good on it. The bacon tastes good on it. The rim of the crust is a little hard. So if you're not really into crunchiness in your pizza, you're probably not going to like this. The cheese tastes good. It tastes natural. This is just a cleaner tasting pizza. So if you're more into like heavily seasoned and more of a processed taste, you're not going to like this pizza. It's a cleaner, more simple tasting pizza. I'm going to give this a 7.8 out of 10. I know I said in the past it was my favorite pizza, and I like it, but I feel like I'm in a place where I would rather have a pizza from an actual pizza chain versus this. Like, this is a good go-to. It's a cleaner go-to. I like that it's uncured, but I would like for the sauce, and it may be different on other forms of their pizza, to taste a little bit more richer, a little bit more rich. Have some garlic. Kind of makes me want a pizza with like a vodka sauce on it. because the sauce does taste pretty straightforward and clean. And I like that. It tastes fresh. And maybe I'm just not used to that in pizzas because I've been eating a lot of super processed pizzas. But I like a little bit more sweetness to the sauce. Like you can cook this on the in a pan if you wanted the crust to be a little bit softer. But it holds up. And I will say, just for volume of meat, cheese and sauce, they don't rip you off with that. But I have to say it's not as good as I originally remember. And I think that maybe because it is a cleaner tasting pizza. And honestly, pizza is like a really dirty food now, kind of like ice cream. And so with it tasting cleaner, it just doesn't taste as good to me. I'm curious as to what home run would taste like in a supreme version. Hopefully they would have like a sweeter sauce with some onions. But I just don't like how you have a good amount of sauce, but the sauce is kind of thin. Yeah, it's not what I thought it was going to be. I feel like the sausage tastes good. It has a very distinct taste that I remember. You don't have like the peppercorns that you normally see in other sausage. It's just a milder flavored sausage. The pepperoni does have some spice to it. I would honestly say this is probably my least favorite pizza out of the 3 that I've reviewed. None of them were life-changing, but if I had to, I know I gave this the lowest rating, but I don't know. I would probably do the Uno or the Motor City depending upon what I was feeling. Because I really like cheese and I really like sauce on pizza. And I felt like Uno's kind of had the best combination of cheese and sauce. The sausage, I'm trying to see what that distinct flavor is. Kind of like almost like a breakfast sausage, like mildly like a breakfast sausage, but like a cleaner one. And like there's oil in the cheese because there's so much cheese on this pizza. I would say like for this not being a deep dish, it's like size to cheese ratio is definitely on point. Like if you like a lot of cheese, this pizza's got you covered. Like nothing's gonna stand out and pop to you. The pepperonis will. They have the strongest flavor, a little bit spicy. Kind of like if you're gonna have pizza, do it wrong, you know? I think the sauce is really what's doing it. Like there's a good amount of sauce, but I just wish the sauce was chunkier with some more garlic in it. And I don't know, a little bit heavier seasoning. I feel like the sauce on the Uno's pizza definitely probably tastes the best to me. And this one is just honestly a little bit watery to me. So that's my review on this one. 7.8. It is a good pizza. I don't know, man. It's 0.5 of that's probably just reasons of nostalgia. Excuse me. But home run in pizza. It was the GOAT. Now it's not.